name is Erica, and I am currently attending Northbrook High School. I am a former student at North Landrum Middle, and I am here to talk to you about bullying. And it's something that happened to me, and I didn't really realize it at the moment, but I know I felt bad. I think it all started in 6th grade. I had just gone to, I went to Westchester for about a semester and a half, and after that I couldn't take it anymore, and I decided to move to Landrum. I was there for a while, and when I first got there, 6th grade is where you're going to find yourself and find who you want to be. The rockers, the gangsters, the emos, or the choir, or the band. Like, you find yourself in the middle school. It's mostly where it starts. And then I was trying to find myself. I was new to the school. It was big to me at the moment, and I was so confused because in the assemblies they were like, you should go to Westchester because it's so small. And for me, I'm like, this is not small. But I think, as people, get used to the school, it gets smaller because you already have it mapped out in your head. This is not to bash on Westchester. If you want to go to Westchester, go ahead and do it. It's a good school, but I personally had some bad experiences there. When I first got there, like I said, I was trying to find myself, and I was in this stage where I'm like, man, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know where I'm going to be at. I'm trying to make as many friends as possible. Then, all of a sudden, I started getting these really mean comments that probably the people who were telling them to me didn't realize how much it was affecting me, because I wasn't showing them how much it was affecting me. I was faking a smile, but inside it was just horrible and miserable because of the things that they were telling me. And if I look at it back now, I'm like, if people tell me this now, I wouldn't care, because I've grown and I've matured. But when you're in 6th grade and you don't know anybody and you're finding yourself, it's a little tough. People would tell me, oh, you're so preppy, or you're such a girly girl, and you don't know how to dress, you're annoying, and I don't want to be with you. People wouldn't want to hang out with me that much, and I didn't understand why. People would call me names, cuss me out. It was just like, there's no reason why they would have done that to me. I didn't do anything to them for them to tell me all these mean stuff, and I didn't know them. And they still did that, and it felt really bad. I'm not gonna lie. I did cry for one of the first nights, and it's very tough for me. So I decided, I'm like, man, I have to move. I can't do this. And it wasn't the only reason why I moved. It was also because, my grades were falling, and I didn't feel like it was the right school for me. I didn't fit in. I couldn't admit it. I couldn't admit that I couldn't fit in. So when I was telling people I'm going to move, people would make fun of me, like, you're just going to move because of the mean comments people gave you. You're just going to move because you feel bad around here because you don't fit in. And I would deny it because I didn't want to admit that I didn't fit in. I moved to Landrum, and it was a completely different era. Landrum is such a big family. You guys are very lucky to be in that school. Landrum is an amazing school with amazing teachers. I wouldn't change my decision from me moving to Landrum. As I got there, man, everything just got much better for me. Everybody was so nice, mostly because it's a smaller school, and everybody knows everybody, and I knew a lot of people because of my elementary school. I felt at home, and suddenly all those rude comments went away. If you're ever in a situation where you're being bullied, and I know that there has to be somebody out there, even at Landrum, it happens, don't keep quiet about it. Never keep it to yourself, because when you're being bullied, that can lead to depression, and depression can lead to suicide. And I never went to that extreme to where I wanted to kill myself, but I did have a very low self-esteem for a long time. I was thinking myself as ugly and not worthy. I felt like I didn't have any value. But if you're a girl, and I'm telling this to girls because I know that they can relate more, if you're a girl out there and you're listening to this and you're going through bullying situation, never forget that you are beautiful. Never ever forget that you are beautiful. And it has nothing to do with your looks. It is who you are and what you stand for and what you believe in. A beautiful person is somebody who has personality, somebody who cares, somebody who loves, not somebody who has the prettiest face, because the prettiest face is nothing without love. Know that you are beautiful. Again, never keep quiet about it. Every time you're going through a situation, go to a counselor, go to your teacher, go to your mom, to a friend, because they can also help you. And if you feel like you're very ostracized and away from people, like if you feel like you're just like the outcast, join a club. You can join choir, band, theater, speech, I don't know what else, any other extracurricular, sports, any other extracurricular activities that is in your school. Find yourself in that area, in that way, and you won't regret it. Don't ever be afraid of telling somebody. Don't ever be afraid of telling a teacher, an adult, or your mom, because somebody's gonna call you a snitch. Like, don't ever. I can already imagine you guys thinking that, saying, oh man, I don't want to tell this teacher because then I'm gonna get beat up because everybody's gonna call me a snitch. And like, you don't want that, and I understand, but it is necessary because nobody can hurt you because you are protected. Don't forget that. Facebook. Everybody loves Facebook. Everybody loves Facebook. I love Facebook. I use it all the time. But be careful with the way that you use it. It could be fun, but don't use it in a dumb way. I remember when I was in middle school, we had a list of girls. Somebody made a list of girls in MySpace, back when MySpace was cool. Somebody made a list of girls who were like, I don't want to say the word because it's not appropriate, but it was just not a good list. It was for a word that I could use is for easy girls. It was a list of girls, and so many people got hurt. A lot of fights were created because of that. Nothing good came from it, and people were trying to find this person, who it was, and she came out and she's like, yeah, it was me, I did it. And so many things happened to that girl. Like, she wasn't liked by many people. She was threatened by a lot of other people. She dropped out of school and came back. It was very bad. So you have to make sure that you're using your resources correctly, because you don't want to misuse those. Facebook is alright to connect with friends. It is a place for friends. That's the motto of Facebook. Facebook is it's a place for friends. So don't make it a place for enemies. Don't make it a place of drama, because that is not what Facebook is intended to be. Guard yourselves. Guard your heart and the people you choose to talk to. Don't let anybody take advantage of you. So I hope this video and my testimony encouraged you in your situation. If you're going through anything similar to this, don't ever lose hope, and you can always go to your teachers and or your counselors to talk about it. And like Mr. Pratt would say, have a very productive day.